Hello, everybody, and welcome to the AMPM Podcast. My name is Manny Coats, and I will be your host, and this is the show where we discuss all things Amazon private label and how to generate recurring revenue streams 24 hours per day during the AM and the PM, hence the name of the show. Get it? AMPM Podcast. As a matter of fact, I just went to get a haircut, same old boring mess of a hairstyle I always have. And while I was getting a trim, I was making money. How cool is that? Pretty cool, I think. Hey guys, what's up? Manny Coats here, and today I'm going to be talking about what a reverse ASIN keyword lookup is. What's the difference between a reverse ASIN lookup and a traditional keyword search? Okay, so before I get into that, I want to tell you a little bit about something bad that happened to me that I hope you guys can avoid because it's really annoying. What I ended up doing just recently is I registered some domains and I forgot to buy the privacy. You know, where you pay like $8 GoDaddy and then they actually take your phone number and your name and your address and everything and they hide it. Well, I was using an account that had my cell phone number on there and I forgot to buy that. So now my cell phone, all that is showing up. Normally not a big deal, right? Who cares? Except that there's companies out there that scrape all the data every time someone buys a new domain and you get added to these lists and these lists get sold to tons of other companies. So now immediately the day after that I actually purchased, actually it was the evening of that I actually purchased these domains, I started getting all of these telemarketer calls, okay? Almost all of them are from India or someplace outside the US, and it's at all times of the night, during the day, during lunch. I think I was out at lunch with Guillermo and we got 3 calls in 1 hour. It's crazy. So one thing you can do, and I have these services, but I just didn't buy the privacy and I didn't have that phone number, that particular service number inside my my normal information, is that you can use a company called Grasshopper, okay? Or there's another company called Mighty Call. We use both, okay? Grasshopper was the first one we used. We really like them. Mighty Call is very, very similar. And I think you actually get more data for the same price, or maybe it's even cheaper than you do with Grasshopper. So use either one of those, or I'm sure there's tons of others out there. We have no affiliation with either one of them, but you get a virtual phone number, and then you can use that phone number instead of your real phone number anytime you're registering for stuff. Anything that asks for your phone number, you just put that in, and that will just redirect the phone call to your cell phone. Okay, and if at any point you want to get rid of it because it gets spammed to death, right? You can just get rid of that phone number and get another one to replace it, and your cell phone number is never compromised. Okay, it's always the same, right? Your cell phone is safe because you want to keep your cell phone number forever, all right? So that's what I would do, is get those. And another thing is if you have VAs and things like that, you can actually assign them numbers, and then they have extensions and you have extensions, and people can transfer things around like a big company. So you could say, your VA could say, hold on while I transfer you to the sales department, and they could boop, hit it, and it will transfer that number off their cell phone right over to your cell phone. So it's really cool. So anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I only want to spend a couple minutes on that topic. Let's get into reverse ASINs and what they are, okay? And I'm going to talk about costs as well, because a lot of people are comparing this service over here to this service over here and so forth. And I really want to make it clear what you're getting, okay? Now, let's go into Amazon. For those of you that are listening to the podcast and not seeing the video, I'm going to try to describe everything as we go because I'm doing a video at the same time. And if you want to watch the video, guys, we have the YouTube channel for the AMPM Podcast. We do videos for almost every single podcast now, so you can see what's going on. But let's just say I type in essential oil, okay, or oils, and I hit enter, okay? This is going to pull up a lot of products, okay? But let's go back to this search. You might have noticed as I was typing in essential oils, see right here, it's bringing up a lot of auto suggestions. This is what Amazon says people are searching for. So if you're using a traditional search method where you enter a seed keyword, right? Essential oils, that's that seed keyword. That's the root keyword. It then pulls up a bunch of additional keywords like essential oil storage, essential oils set, essential oils lavender, okay? Essential oils peppermint oil and eucalyptus and cinnamon and so forth, right? There's a bunch of them. Though that's the way a traditional search works. You enter a seed keyword and it finds a bunch of stuff, and there's other ways that they find, but you always have to start with a seed keyword, and typically you'll end up with a lot of similar keyword phrases. Now, if I go back to the search results page right here, and I grab, this first one here, let's just grab the ASIN. Okay, it's just a random product by Majestic Pure. We're going to go into Cerebro. Cerebro is Helium 10's reverse ASIN lookup tool. Okay, Cerebro means brain. It's a keyword brain essentially. I'm going to paste the ASIN in here. We're going to do a reverse search. Okay. And you can select the stores, by the way, guys, here. Now you can do Amazon.com or Amazon.ca or UK, Germany, wherever you want. There's a lot of choices here now. With other reverse ASIN tools, it typically takes, you'll run it and it'll say, hey, come back in about 20 minutes, and then you'll hopefully have something, right? It also, most of them work either on a credit system or they'll work on a per ASIN. You pay a certain amount per ASIN, like $5 or $20 we've even seen per ASIN. With Cerebro, it doesn't work that way. It's part of the Helium 10 suite. You have all of these tools in here, and it's just part of, it's just one of the many tools. And if you're a paid member, you get 300 searches per month. Okay, that's a lot, right? For $97. In fact, let me just pull this over just to give you an example. This is the calculator here. We're going to take $97 per month. That's what Helium 10 costs. Divide it by 300 searches per month. That costs you 32 cents per search for an ASIN, okay, per ASIN. Now, that's only if you're a paid member. That gives you all this data, okay? It gives you the keyword, the IQ score. It gives you the exact phrase search volume for each keyword, the broad phrase search volume. It tells you how many ASINs out there are actually paying for sponsored ads for a particular keyword, how many are doing headline ads, how many competing products there are, and we even added a couple new columns for those of you that I've never heard of Cerebro. If you're doing a product launch and you want to know how many units you need to give away of a specific, of your product for a specific keyword phrase to rank on page 1, we give you that now. For example, aroma diffuser, right? You would need to give away 320 units over an 8-day period. So that's 40 units per day of your product that people buy in order to rank onto page 1 at the top of page 1. Okay. If you want to rank for lavender candle, we have that as well. You don't have to give away 22 per day for 8 days. Essential oil kits, you only have to give away 5 per day. So we give you all this data. That said, if you only want keywords, okay, and you don't want any of the other data here, the analytics, it's free. You can run up to 60 reverse ASIN lookups every single month. That's 2 per day for 30 days, so it's 60 per month for free. Where other tools out there, they're going to charge you, right? They're going to charge you per ASIN. So when people are comparing, for example, Cerebro against another tool, we have to compare apples to apples. Just today in our forum, we had somebody say that they preferred to use some other service and compared to our service, compared to Cerebro. And it wasn't the same comparison. They were comparing the free version of Cerebro, which only has keywords, to a paid version of another tool. But when you compare a paid version of Cerebro to a paid version of another tool, it's like night and day. I mean, we have so much data, and we have accurate data, which is the important thing. If you have bad data, guys, okay, if the search volume is not accurate on a keyword phrase and you're trying to base your launch, your product launch on inaccurate search volume, then you're going to you're just guessing, okay? You're maybe giving away too many units for your launch, or you're giving away too few units, okay? And if you're curious how many units you have to give away, again, we have 2 columns here that tell you how many units over 8 days. And if you want the exact formula and how we came up with it, we actually have a really cool video that we put together. It's over at helium10.com/CPR. And listen to that video or watch the video. It's about 30 minutes long. It'll go through the how we came up with the formula. It's called the CPR formula. CPR, like giving, resuscitating somebody, bringing them back to life. You're giving CPR to your keywords. So it's CPR. It also stands for Cerebro Product Rank. So that's what a reverse ASIN is. A reverse ASIN is you enter the ASIN, and then it will find all kinds of keywords based off of that ASIN. And the way it works is if you were to go in and type in a keyword into Amazon, and if it finds that particular product, that ASIN in the search results, right, in the top 300 search results, then we know that that ASIN shows up for that keyword. So that keyword would get added to our database and you could use it, right? But it does this over thousands and thousands of keywords. In fact, if you look over here on the top right for Cerebro, this ASIN for, we just typed this in, this particular ASIN, it has 2,971 keyword phrases, okay? And you look at, right, I didn't enter any keyword. I never entered aromatherapy, or I didn't enter essential oil or diffusers or anything like that. And you'll see that it came up with aromatherapy diffuser. It came up with aroma diffuser. It came up with lavender candle, essential oils kit. It came up with essential oil starter kit, came up with carrier oils and all kinds of different, I don't even know what a carrier oil is, and if that's even relevant to this product, but it's showing it, and now I can do more research into this product and see if it makes sense, right? So that's what's really cool about a reverse ASIN tool, is it opens up the possibility of finding a keyword or keyword phrase that is really awesome that you would have thought of finding in the first place. And in this case, there's 2,971 of them that it found that I can now spend, a few hours going through to really get the best keyword phrases. That's what's really, really powerful about reverse ASINs. And like I said, guys, if you break down the $97 that you pay per month for Helium 10, and you only were to use Cerebro, those 300 searches breaks down to just 32 cents. If you want to use it for free, then you can just get the keywords for free twice a day or 2 ASINs per day. But remember, this 32 cents, that's just for this. That you're paying $97 a month and you get 300 Cerebro searches, but you also get everything else that's in our tool set, right? You're going to get Magnet. You can use Magnet for keyword research. You can use Frankenstein, unlimited uses to do all your keyword processing. 5K checker, right? To see if all your keywords are being indexed. You can use Scribbles to see if your listing is perfectly optimized. You can use the keyword tracker tool to make sure that all of your keywords are being tracked, to see if everything that you're doing, like if you're doing a product launch, to make sure that you're moving up the ranks, okay? Because if you're not, maybe something's wrong. Okay, so it's important to track all that. A hijacker alert to see if you're being hijacked. You can set it up so it sends you a text message or an email. If they snipe, we call them snipers. If they're jumping on your hijack, or they're hijacking your listing for like 20 minutes in the middle of the night and then jumping off, they take like one sale. You don't notice it. You never notice it until you look at your buy box percentage at the end of the month and you're like, why am I at 92% buy box percentage? Somebody's been jumping on, and you wouldn't know. With hijacker alert, it's checking, constantly, many, many times per hour, and it will find and save that person's information. So that even if they're no longer on your listing, you'll be able to go and find out who they are, click over and send them a message, a cease and desist. We have an inventory protector because there was a big problem going around. It was posted in our Facebook group, the FBA High Rollers, right, where somebody was taking advantage of a lot of new sellers who were using coupon stacking, and we can get into what that is at a different time, but they were essentially getting all of these new sellers inventory for free. Well, Inventory Protector will actually show you how, you can go in there, put your ASIN, click a little button, and protect yourself against that. We have Refund Genie. People have gotten thousands of dollars back off of damaged products and lost products in the Amazon warehouses, right? So this will actually show you how to get money back and how much money you should expect to get back from Amazon. And then, of course, Cerebro. So all of these other things I just mentioned are included in that fee. When people say, oh, I can't afford $97 a month for a tool, I shake my head. It boggles my mind, honestly, because I really just don't think you should be in business if you can't afford the basics. If you can't afford $97 per month, right, for a tool set that does all of this, like it's an incredible amount of time savings and money-making opportunities, then you're just in the wrong business. You shouldn't be doing it. $97 is nothing, right? That's literally going out to dinner with you and your family one night, and that's the $97. That's probably less than what you pay for cable every single month, right? Your cable and your internet bill at home. There's ways that you can find $97 a month to make sure that you're just crushing the competition, the people that aren't using this. And believe me, most people aren't using these tools. So, most people don't even know these tools exist. So the fact that you listen to the AMPM podcast or you're watching this video shows that you do know what these tools do and that they exist, and you can actually use them to really benefit and expand your business. So that's what I want to say about that. I think the tools themselves speak for themselves. and they're just awesome. I love the fact that I have exact phrase search volumes for Cerebro, for reverse ASIN tools. The fact that it's real time, you're going to spend 10 or 15 seconds. You don't have to wait for things. And that you get 300 searches per month with all this data if you're a paid member. And you get 60 per month if you're a free member, if you just want keywords and you don't want any of the data. If you don't care about search volume, you just want to get a bunch of keywords, then that's why we made it. We wanted to help the community out and make it so that people don't have to go and pay anybody else, for any service to get keywords, okay? If you want keywords, we provide them through Cerebro for free. So check that out. So that's all I have to say, guys. I hope this was beneficial to you. I hope it opened up your mind for some ideas to be creative. I've got a million things that I can do with Cerebro and some of the other tools, and I want to do that for you guys. Can I use other tools? Maybe. I'm just familiar with the stuff that we build because the Helium 10 tools are just, they're designed for big sellers, guys, that are doing well. I don't even consider myself a big seller anymore, right? I'm doing about $200,000 a month in sales. I think that's huge compared to a lot of people. But a lot of the guys that I'm hanging out with and talking to now are doing that like on a weekly basis. So those are the big guys. So I guess it's all relative. But yeah, you guys that aren't there yet, you will be. I hope you will be anyways. Just keep learning. And that's it. So until next time, guys, I'm Manny Coats. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit, and take care. Bye-bye now. Make sure you slam the subscribe button, give that video a thumbs up, and share it. One final thing, if you want the most badassical Chrome extension for Amazon sellers, download the Helium 10 Chrome extension for free at helium10.com. The link is also in the description. What other topics would you like us to cover? Write them below in the comments.
You've been listening to the AMPM Podcast, hosted by Manny Coats. For more information, insider tools, and to get the resources mentioned in this episode, visit ampmpodcast.com.